What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Michael Warbux Show, where we talk pop culture news and other things that caught my attention. Today is What the Friday. If you don't know what the Friday is where we talk about a bunch of crazy stories that happen throughout the week. Stupid criminals, stupid people, things like that. You listen to all the stories, leave your favorite one in the comments below. But first things first, a lot of you have been messaging me about SOPA, and if you don't know what that is, pretty much ruining the internet. So go check out that link below, sign the petition, because limiting the internet is pretty much going to ruin a shit ton of jobs. But let's get on with the show! Our first story, have you ever bought a used car? Well, let's talk about this dude that bought a 2008 Chrysler van, realized that one of the windows didn't go down all the way. Took his van to the mechanics, and at the mechanics, what was discovered? Over $500,000 worth of cocaine in the door panel. The guy automatically called the police, and now the guy's actually fearful that some sort of drug lords or whatever are going to be after him. Can you imagine having that in your car? Dear God. Our next story, a lot of shoplifter stories have been popping up, maybe because it's getting close to the holidays. But if you were going to be a shoplifter, and you decide that you want to steal somewhere around $300 and some worth of stuff, and you realize that you're being watched, you don't want to text your friend and have them call in a bomb threat. Now, as great as a distraction this would have been, not only are you getting busted for shoplifting, but you're also getting busted for calling in a fake bomb threat. You know, your shoplifting fine would have been a whole lot less than the bomb threat thing. You idiot! Our next story, let's talk about this guy real quick. This 16-year-old wanted to break into a house. And no, he didn't go in through the window. He didn't go in through the front door. He didn't go in through a doggy door. He tried to get in through the chimney. And then he got stuck. He was in the chimney for almost 12 hours before he was rescued. Dude, you're not Santa Claus. Only Santa Claus can do that. And what are you doing breaking into houses at 16 years old? Shouldn't you be playing video games and looking up porn on the internet? I don't know. Obviously, life of crime isn't in your future because you're not good at it. And speaking of Santa Claus, let's move on to this next story. There was this guy right here that got all amped up and high off of bath salts. So a woman and her son come home and they see this guy passed out on their couch. Here he had lit a few candles and even put up a couple Christmas decorations. Look, dude, you can come to my house. I hate getting out my Christmas decorations. I mean, seriously, who's high as hell breaks into someone's house and puts up their Christmas decorations? I'll give you 20 bucks, bro. I think you missed the wrong holiday. You probably should have cooked their turkey. Just saying. Moving on, how many of you know what the Mile High Club is? Let me inform you, it's when you have relations on a plane. Well, let's talk about this guy. Let's talk about this girl. Now, they did not have a Mile High Club experience. They kind of took it to another level. I'm not going to get into everything that happened that caused these two to be in the back of a police car, but as the cop is driving them off to the jail, he notices that the woman's head has disappeared. He's like, "Where'd you go?" So he pulls over and sees that her head is in his lap. I think you might know where I'm going with this. So he opens up the door and he sees that this girl is pleasuring her boyfriend, husband, orally. Now that takes some balls, no pun intended. She was like, "Oh, I was just tired. I was taking a nap." Yeah, sure you were. The guy's bits and pieces were all out. So what would you call this? It's not the Mile High Club. Would it be the Squad Car Club? I don't know. You come up with a good idea. How bad do you want it that you gotta just do it after you're arrested in the back of a cop car? Now, this is probably gonna be the most disturbing story of the week. And I just wanted to report this story to get your thoughts. There's this kids and teen store that is selling crotchless underwear. Why in the hell would you be selling crotchless underwear to kids and teens? This is absolutely horrible. If I was a parent and my kid came home with this, I'd be like, first off, your mom doesn't even wear this stuff. Second off, either go return it or I'm gonna burn it. And three, you're just gonna stay in your room for the rest of your life because you are never ever going out in public again. This is honestly disgusting. This kind of shit should only be sold in adult lingerie stores, adult stores. So, what are your thoughts? How horrible do you think this is? And if you're one of those people that are like, no big deal, then obviously you don't care much about your kids. And speaking of more messed up teen stories, have you heard this new one of teens getting buzzed off of dipping tampons into vodka? Yes, what in the hell is the matter with you kids? You can just drink the alcohol. Sure, you might have that constant buzz with the other bit, and that's just gross and foul and can probably lead to serious bodily infections, and dear God, God, what is the matter with you? Is that the new way of sneaking alcohol out of your parents' cabinet? And I don't think any kid would be like, oh, so how'd you sneak the alcohol? It's in my tampon. What? I don't think any kid's gonna be like, oh, that's a cool idea. I'd be like, you're a goddamn freak. So kids, quit. Just absolutely quit. You're gonna cause a whole bunch of harm to your body. And just wait until you're legal enough to go to the bar and drink. And probably now kids are gonna be like age restricted on buying tampons now. Just like aerosol cans. You kids are really messed up anymore. I'm honest to God. And for our final messed up story of the day, there was this 31-year-old guy and a couple of his friends, and they were hanging out at this lounge. Now, him and his couple friends, they are all deaf. So they're all sitting at the table talking in sign language. Now, there was this woman that became super raged up over these guys because she thought they were throwing gang signs at her. So what does she do? She leaves the bar, grabs one of her friends, they come back to the bar, and the friend actually stabs one of the guys. All because she thought they were throwing up gang signs. Do you not know what sign language is? If you can't distinguish the difference between sign language and gang signs, obviously you need to join a better gang or be more gang affiliated. I don't know. I'm not in a gang, never will be, but this is a shame. Alright guys, that's going to be today's show. If you want to check out everything that I talked about today, check out the links in the description below. Go over to my 4th channel, I uploaded a new video today. And for more pop culture and WTF news, don't forget to hit that subscribe button here. Please rate, comment, favorite, and share this video. And my name is Michael Warbux, and these are the stories that caught my attention. You guys have a great weekend, and I will see you on Tuesday.